Hello again, everybody. Harry Boxer, the technical trader at techtrader.com. It's Thursday, May the 9th. These are the charts of the day. Well, a lot of stocks we're following are doing well, so let's take a look at a few of those. Arrowhead Pharmaceuticals, one of our swings from back in February, which hasn't done much except consolidate for 2 months. Took a little bit of a pop today and went up $1.12 or 6% on. Picked up best volume I've seen on an update since, I would call it mid-March. So that's a pretty good day for it. And what we're going to be watching now is whether, and it's taken out the declining topsline from early April. So what we're going to be watching for is it can take out 20.5. We do that, targets to 23 and then about 27. CDNA popped out of that little wedge with a big pickup in volume and took a 375 move, or almost 13% of big volume, as I said. So it's that resistance. The follow through could get you to 39, and the secondary target would be 44, 44.5. CECE, that's CECO Environmental Pollution and Treatment Controls. You can see that after the run-up early last year, it went sideways for several months, almost a year. But look at the last 2 days of pop. Today jumping $1.35 or 17% on 438,000, which is big volume for that stock. Biggest volume on an update since back in May of last year, almost a year. So, and it closed above that line, which is resistance. Do not be shocked to see this make an important follow-through. At some point, it gets it up to 10 and then 12. CPA exploded as well. And the airline, the South American airline, Copa Holdings, jumped 19.6%, or 15.98 to goes to 97.35, not far off the high. Big up bar, breakaway gap and volume signal to me that this is going to go blow through this level and make a run at secondary resistance and my target near 112.13. GBTC, well, it looks to me like Bitcoin's on the move, and the GBTC Trust is also moving up. If you look carefully, you'll see it's been up 8 days in a row. Not a lot, not getting ahead of itself, but 8 days in a row. And to me, it looks like 9 and 10 are targets coming up next. KTOS also popped, gapping and running $1.80 or 11%, 2.7 million shares. That's the biggest volume on an update since December, and maybe significant as it appears to come off the bottom of the channel, flagged near the moving averages until they broke out. What I'd be watching going forward was this high here, which we're right at. We can get through this area. We might be able to get this running up towards the $20 range. Nuance had a big day today. You can see the breakout of that 3-month consolidation flag to get into the resistance zone with a pop of $1.38 or 8.24%. 7 million traded. My next target is about 18 3/4, followed by 20. Overstock had a big reversal day today, maybe a significant one. Reaching a new 3-year low today in the morning at about 11.65, then exploded to get up to 14 plus, closing at 13.43, up $1.36 or 11%. I think it's significant that it closed right there. We'll see if we get a follow through. If it takes out the 14.20 range, I'm looking for $17. PRED, Predictive Technology, is doing very well after it popped the coil and flagged for 4 days. It's run up for 5 days in a row. Today was a nice pop of 18.9%. Mine was the second or third biggest we've seen in months. I think the stock may be headed for 5. PRPO reversed off the trend line, and although you can see that on the down move, it's been holding up very nicely. On the up move, it's getting big volume. That's what it's going to need here. The resistance and the target that I have right now could be something like this. Watch this. If you connect these lines, we have a target up around 12. First target will be around 8.5, 9, there, and then 12. RCM also exploded and broke out across a double top, and is now headed to 13 and 16. Roku monster day, up 18.25 or 28% on 56 million shares, the biggest volume I think ever traded on the upside in that stock in any one day. And it comes out of a consolidation multi-month zone. So for me now, I'm going to take this, pull it back there, look at what might be the angle of ascent, and I'd have to at least look at the mid-90s on this stock. SWAV exploded, it got all the way up to 53.30 before backing off nearly 5 points. It's still up 581 or 13%, and a pretty strong day. At this point, I would say it may not be done, although you got to get back above today's high. I would look for something around 60 range. TLRA, one of our swing trades, had a nice engulfing reversal day. And for me, I think it's headed to the 9.5 zone short term. Look at the volume, biggest in a couple months. TTGT also exploded with a major breakaway gap and got up into a resistance zone that's key. If this can get up through here, we're probably looking at a run towards 25. And finally, VERI, Very, popped out of a wedge and ran for 15.5%. That's a 96-cent pop and 1 million shares, a big volume for that stock. At this point, I'm also going to be looking for a move to test this zone around the 8.20 range. If we get through that, we're looking at $10. And that's it for tonight, everybody. Have a great Friday. I'll talk to you tomorrow.